What's up, rock hounds? Today we're going to be exploring 6 different pieces of chalcedony from South Dakota, out in the western part of South Dakota, the Buffalo Gap grasslands. We're going to be cutting them open, looking at them, and seeing what we can find on the inside of these awesome rocks. Let's get at it. So here are the 6 chalcedony pieces from South Dakota that we're going to be cutting today. We got this one. We're going to start from about smallest to biggest. And obviously, the last one's going to be the best. So we got this one that's got some little water level-y kind of bands at the bottom, and then we'll move to this one that's got some more geode kind of pockets on the inside. Then we'll move over to this one, which is a little bit bigger with those white wispy bands inside that one. And this one has more of that druzy on top. I know it's wet right now, so it's kind of hard to see the druzy in it. But we'll see what that one looks like on the inside as well. Then we got this one, which is a much flatter piece, but it has really clear pockets in it, as well as some orange bands within that rock. Then our last one, we've got this big chunk. It's got these bands all over it, nice botryoidals, big calcite pocket. This one's gonna be interesting to cut. We'll see how it looks like on the inside. Okay guys, today we're gonna be using this 7-inch wet tile saw that I got from Harbor Freight for pretty cheap. And this just goes to show that lapidary isn't always the most expensive hobby that you can get into. You can get into it pretty cheap. The more expensive lapidary saws and stuff are much more pricey than what I have going on here, but this is what I can afford at the moment. So let's start off with these 3 pieces of chalcedony. We're gonna start with this one right here. We're gonna move to this one. We're gonna move to this one next. I'm gonna cut all 3 of these, and then I will get back here and we'll reveal them all together. All right, let's take a look at how those first ones turned out. These chalcedony pieces can be pretty fragile, so they like to fracture apart, which is not always the best thing, but let's pull it out here. Oh, nice. Some good layers in there. Some nice bands. A little bit of brecciated kind of stuff on the top, which is really cool. Nice, let's check out the other side. A lot of the same, makes sense. Those nice bands at the bottom into that kind of brecciated, almost quartz-like stuff at the top. Nice. Next one we got, this one also blew apart, but we got 2 good sides to it. Let's check them out. This one's still a little dirty, but you see down there by my thumb, there's a bunch of those white bands, which makes these all unique. They all have different little patterns in the rock, so also very translucent when you hold it up to the sun. On the other side is a nice clear piece. Those wispy bands and some of that mossy kind of stuff. All right, let's check out the last one. This one stayed together. So this one turned out nice, and there I go dropping it on the ground. So here we've got this side. Let's get out of the sun, or out of the leaves. This one stayed together really nice and has really, really clear chalcedony to it. It's almost like glass clear. Let's look at the other side. This side has a little bit more of those wispy bands around that pocket in the center. Also really clear. Over to the left, there's kind of some black Montana moss-like stuff going on in there. Awesome. Now that we're done with that process, let's take a look at what we got here. That last one was a little bit of a challenge to get through there. Might have tried to bite off a little more than my little saw could chew, so whatever. It fractured up a little bit, but we got through it and we got a nice solid face on one of the sides. So let's check out the first one first. Let's look at it over here in the sun. Nice. Look at those white bands at the top. Those weird striations below it. Almost looks like quartz, but you can tell it's Chalcedony. So that's a fascinating one. You can look and see how much it glows in the sun. Sweet, let's check out that other side. Same over here. Nice and bandy, bunch of white detail. Nice. Let's look at the next one we cut. This was a really long one, and the cut was really, really, really hard. So if you don't remember, this is what it looked like on the outside. Let's pull it apart. Oh wow, yeah. See those black speckles in there? And that botryoidal geode pocket over here? It's a really nice one. I really like that. A nice piece too there. Let's check out the other side. Oh, this side's even better. Look at that depth within those bands and the texture in there. I don't know if you can see it very well on the phone, but look how deep those go. Awesome one. Sweet. It's the best one so far. Let's check out our big boy here. Let's check out the little fractured offset. Oh wow. I've never cut anything from South Dakota that looks like that. The orange in there, the pinks, the yellows. Wow, that one made it all worth it. Let's check out the other side. So much more of this rock we can do with too. Oh, look at the oranges. I've never seen oranges like that in South Dakota Chalcedony. Remember that big old calcite pocket? That's what caused it to fracture off. But look at the orange and the clear depth within that rock. Awesome. That made it all worth it. Hey, thanks for joining me on that adventure. We're cutting those 6 pieces of chalcedony. If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button to help me out here at Midwest Rockin'. And hopefully you guys come back next week for another rock cutting adventure. Thank you.